Frank pretty much my whole life. I'd like to start by thanking and acknowledging some very important people for which today would not be possible. First off, parents of the groom, Frank and Kathy Coella. Give them a round of applause, please. And on a side note, I would just like to thank you for dealing with my obnoxious laughter throughout my whole childhood. You were good sports about that. And of course, parents of the bride, Harry and Donna Capers, please give them a really big round of applause. This is beautiful. And we have to acknowledge the most important people here today, Kelly and Frank. Give them another round of applause. So, Frank gave me a call a while back and told me that he had proposed to Kelly. She, of course, said yes. I was really excited for both of them, congratulated them, and I thought that's why he called. But he also asked me to be his best man. I felt really honored and excited about it, and said yes. But afterwards, I started to get a little freaked out, which I'm pretty sure every best man does. I mean, I've known this guy my whole life, and how am I supposed to narrow down all of his good qualities, which there are several, and a lifetime of experiences into a speech that's going to last 3 or 4 minutes? And that's when I realized I couldn't. Not the speech part, I mean, but summing up our friendship into a couple of funny bullet points and a heartfelt story? No, ladies and gentlemen. If I was going to do this right, I need to tell the whole story, and I mean the whole story. I would be doing myself and Frank a disservice by not doing so. So, sit back and relax. If you need to go to the bathroom, now's a good time, because, yeah, this is going to be a while. I'm just kidding. Not really that long. Okay. So, as I said before, Frank and I were really close friends growing up. I also had 2 other close friends growing up that I was constantly getting into fights with. And Frank can attest to that. Like, every other week at the bus, you know, I was just always getting into fights with them. But not with Frank. There was never BS or drama, never any of that. And it's because he's a great guy, but it also might be because I knew better than to mess with him. For those of you who didn't know Frank when he was growing up, Frank the Tank is not just some clever nickname from old school. It was reality. A very scary reality, I gotta tell you. Especially if you ever played football with him. I still have nightmares to this day. We would play football with all of our friends in this field. I have nightmares of getting the ball and just seeing Frank come after me. I'm just like, oh, and I would just like freak out. The worst though was when he got the ball. When Frank got the ball, everyone just knew, okay, just get out of his way and let him go. But I could go on and on. Lifetime of experiences, but I don't want to take up too much time. But if I could just describe the kind of friend you've been to me, it would be loyal. So, I got thrown a curveball during the service. I had a good view of the lady who was running, which did a great job. I got to read ahead in what she was doing. I was just like, oh, what's she going to say? And she told the story of how Kelly and Frank met, and that's actually a big part of my speech. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But luckily, she left out a few things. So, I'm going to go ahead and tell my version of this. Not many know this, but, well, I guess now you do, but I was friends with Kelly way before Frank even knew who she was. We met through friends of friends during high school, and oddly enough, Frank never really had any contact with her. We lost touch after high school, and then during college we reconnected. Starlit Serenity was her screening. And Frank and I were living in college together, as we did for a couple years. And it was a night, like she said, where I was just talking to Kelly and a couple other friends, and Frank and I were doing what we usually did at college, which you're all going to do, or have been doing already. So, like she said, he was bored, kind of walked over, I'm talking to her, and he says, hey, who's that? Who's Starlit Serenity? And I go, oh, just a friend of mine. Do I know her? No. What's her name? Kelly. Already I knew where his mind was going. Okay? And he said, oh, what's she look like? I was like, let me find a picture. So I found a picture. It was of Kelly and her brother, I think for Halloween, or maybe it was on MySpace. Yeah, oh yeah. She was dressed up pretty provocatively, okay? And so Frank literally just stares at like for 20 seconds. She's just staring at it. And he goes, huh, she's hot. He walks away, goes to his computer, says, what's her screen name again? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Frank and Kelly met. Quite a story. Frank's always been a smooth talker, so it's no surprise that Kelly fell for his one-liners over the internet. You know, LOL, BRB, TTYL, smiley face. I could go on and on, but I don't want to give away all the secrets. But today is not about how Kelly and Frank met. It's about their future together as a family. Frank, you are doubly blessed today. Most grooms only gain a bride on their wedding day. And not only have you married a beautiful and intelligent woman who is down to earth and easy to talk to, but you've also gained a daughter. I have a lot of respect for Frank and the relationship he has with Ava. And I could be wrong, but I think Ava has played a huge role in you becoming the man you are today. Can we give Ava a round of applause, please? She's shy. When I see Frank with Ava, it's clear that he's already a good father. He's hardworking, responsible, and patient. And Kelly, my hat's off to you. She is I love being around her, and I wish I didn't live so far away. She's like the most intelligent 6-year-old. I can be sarcastic with her, and she gets it. So I teach high school, and some of the kids, it goes over their head. Anyway, so I'll wrap things up here. I have no doubt that you two are meant to be together. People are going to crack jokes about how the fun stops when you get married, and that your life is over, and hopefully you haven't heard that today, but don't listen to them. It's only just begun. Your new life starts today, and I could not think of a more beautiful and appropriate way of celebrating it. So, everyone, please raise your glasses. Let's give a toast to Kelly and Frank for a lifetime of love and happiness. Thank you.